The Cave Update. Minecraft's newest installment adds new features to old ones. Rather than stone-covered walls and the occasional diamond ore, now we have cave waterfalls, deep slate ores, stalactites, drip leaves, and a bunch of other stuff we never see in this video. I love Minecraft almost as much as I hate myself, so I wanted to see if I could survive 100 days in the new cave update without leaving the caves. Before this video starts, I usually don't do this, but please, this video took 3 weeks to make, so I would greatly appreciate if you left a like and hit the subscribe button. I have a Twitter, Discord, Twitch, and Instagram if you guys also want to check those out. And that's enough sellout. Enjoy the video. Unfortunately, the first 3 days of this playthrough were corrupted, so I'm going to use footage from another attempt and hope no one notices the difference. For this challenge to work, we have to start in a mine shaft. This is so we can get wood to make a pickaxe, which allows us to actually play the game. In the new snapshots, mine shafts can spawn with logs rather than just the normal planks, so it made for a good amount of wood at the beginning. At the beginning, I focused on getting stone tools, wood, and fuel, because once I was exploring caves and mobs were after me, I wouldn't have time to stop and mine much. I don't know how I didn't see that skeleton, but I'm still in pain from falling out of my seat. I made a bed using string, and then I ate rotten flesh while I waited for iron to smelt. After partially fighting off the cast of The Walking Dead, I went to sleep in a dirt hole. Reminds me of the good old days. On day 2, I went strip mining, made more iron armor, and admired how good I looked doing it. Now this was the most disappointing boat trip ever. Never mind, I found a big swamp cave. You can't imagine how tempted I was to build a Shrek house here. Not that I get much sunlight anyway, but a clock is a good way for me to know when I should be sleeping in the game. It's not like I'm speedrunning the game, I don't know why I wanted ender pearls. Yay, first diamonds on day 2. That's the cave update for you. I made a box for me to live in the swamp. Don't get attached, it doesn't last very long. Making this video, I realized that fishing is one of the best ways to get food, which sucks because it takes a really long time to get, not a lot of fish. I dug into a wall because there were monsters nearby, but I finally got some rest on day 2. Day 3 was mainly just a lot of fishing. Now we're on to the real 100 days world. I'm sorry the first 3 days were corrupted. Hope you didn't get too attached to it. 23 diamonds already, with an axe and pickaxe. I'm kind of a Minecraft sweat. You better call ESPN, look at these 90s. If only I could tell my past self to never eat this golden apple. If I didn't eat this golden apple, I probably would have gotten villagers in this playthrough, but I guess not. Diamonds are just so easy to find now, it's absolutely incredible. Definitely my quickest time to get full diamond armor, gotta admit. While strip mining, I found my second mine shaft. I didn't want to explore that mine shaft, but for some reason, I thought this was safer. I started day 5 by strip mining. What else would I be doing right now? I found a zombie jockey, so I slaughtered the child and kept the chicken as my own. On day 6, I learned that mining while crawling takes half the durability, which mathematically makes sense. I don't know why I never thought of it before. I mined through all of day 6, but on day 7 I made a pen for the chicken. Don't get too attached. He doesn't last much longer. Oh look, a stronghold. I found it completely legitimately. I spent all of day 7 trying to find the portal room, but I ended up giving up and going home. When I got back, the chicken was dead. What a sad day for mankind. On day 8, I thought it was a good idea to mark the rooms that I've been in the stronghold with upside down T's. And actually, it kinda worked. It took another whole day, but I found the portal room. I started day 9 by admiring myself for all my riches. I built my first nether portal, but I realized that I didn't have any flint or gravel. In the midst of my frustration, I made an enchanting table instead. Just kidding, I did both! A lot of this playthrough I spent building a path in the nether. I didn't want to get lost in hardcore mode. The best part about the nether is that we now have a stable source of wood. I left the nether and started building a staircase down to -35. TikTok told me that's where I can find diamonds now. I would like to point out how stupid I am at this point. I have 2 golden apples in my inventory and I end up eating both of them. Sure, they could have saved my life, but I could have gotten villagers if I didn't eat them. Once I got to the bottom of the tunnel, I used the F5 glitch to try to find a cave. And without that glitch, I wouldn't have found this mob spawner. But Shaden thought it was a good idea to break it. So, I guess no zombie farm for me. Then I added stairs to my staircase, because stairs without staircase aren't stairs at all.
Shannon, can you just teleport Adam to me when you're done? Like, when I'm done, when I'm there.
Wait, be quiet for a second. Okay. At this point, I already have a stack of gold. I'm gonna need that at some point. Just you wait. Day 10 and I'm already enchanted. It's a pretty good look if you ask me. I went through my nether portal to get back to the overworld on day 11, but for some reason it brought me to some random cave, so I had to start digging a tunnel that brings me all the way back to the stronghold, because I don't know how to unlink portals. Once I got back to the stronghold, I expanded my farm, because I like melons. I have Fulbright, so lighting really isn't an issue, but I might as well have lanterns if I'm going to be leaving, because mobs are going to spawn by the time I get back. I originally planned to build my base in the stronghold room, so that's why I'm digging out the roof, but you'll see by the end of this video that I don't end up going through with that plan. I spent the rest of day 11 making a path from the nether portal tunnel all the way back to my base. On day 12, I continued the path in the nether in hopes to find a soul sand valley, because I really wanted bone meal so I could grow my melons and just have a better source of food. When I got back, I worked on raising the roof in the portal room. When I discovered that the melons weren't growing, I replaced them with beetroot so I could have beetroot soup. On day 13, I worked on enclosing the tunnels from the nether portal to my base. On day 14, I forgot to wake up because I was too busy dreaming about women. When I finally woke up from my dream, I managed to commit cold-blooded murder to listen to some tunes. Oh yeah, and I worked on the path, but no one really cares about that crap. On day 15, I was desperate for some beetroots because the best way to heal yourself in Minecraft is by bathing in soup. Obviously, the best solution was to expand my farm. Then I could finally take a warm bath. Literally, all I did on day 16 was collect twisted vines. I still don't remember why. On day 17, I got a reminder of why I stay indoors all day. You know, some days it's just fun to fish, reflect on life, correct my mistakes, connect with the people around me, and also waste precious time 3 rooms away from my computer talking to intoxicated women. If only my hometown could build or repair as many roads as I do. Whoa, a crystal geode! I have no idea why this is important. I spent day 19 squinting more than usual trying to find a cave. Oh yes, and I also rode a strider.
Any askers?
I was the person who asked. Allow me to explain.
On day 20, I ran out of jokes to tell. On day 21, I expanded my farms again because I have more tears left to cry. Apparently, I never finished the staircase the first time, so I did that. On day 22, I went netherite mining, and I found absolutely nothing. I got back on a strider and went all the way to a nether fortress, and then I left because I'm scared. On day 23, I tried to dig a tunnel all the way to a soul sand valley, but I left because I was hungry. On day 24, I fished because hunger is an inconvenience. I feel like I've heard girls at my school say that before. On day 25, I repped to 90s up to some diamonds. Is this what FNCS feels like? When I got back, I named a zombified piglin janitor because I think Unity SMP references are funny. Also, my mom's not in pain in the background. That's just how she speaks. She's Filipino. Get over it. That's right. I found the Soul Sand Valley, and it only costed like 7 diamonds. Look how excited I am. It's almost like I made a big accomplishment or something. Oh look, a bastion. I won't be looting that for at least a few weeks. I wanted to sing you guys a song about farming at this point, but I figured I would spare your eardrums. Using the F5 glitch again, I found another cave. I wasn't even excited about these diamonds. There's so many now. Day 8, I continue... I can't work under these conditions! As I was saying before I interrupted myself, on day 8 I expanded my farms again because I was really getting low on food and I got bored of fishing. On day 29 I made a rail system so that I'd had faster transportation through one of my tunnels. On day 30 I continued the railroad, but there was water in the way of where I wanted it to go, so I ended up having to make an underwater tunnel. Good thing rails can be placed underwater in the new snapshots. I was bored, I was procrastinating, I just needed to admire Janitor for a few seconds. Still working on that railroad on day 31.
I love how your mom's just screaming in the background.
Oh yeah, my mom just screams at people. That's her life philosophy. Okay, can you stop sniping me? Dear Lord, let me in.
That's like every mom's philosophy.
Hell yeah. I I may or may not be obsessed with Janitor. 2 days in a row I've admired him before getting to work. This railroad is slowly becoming a priority. The railroad finally got where I wanted it to go on day 32. Yep, you guessed it, day 33 and food is still a problem, so I even go as far as trying to get fortune on a hoe. That's how desperate I am. It took lots of work, but the railroad is finally functional. On day 34, I made a chest for keeping track of my house building materials. Yes, I'm building my house out of gold and copper. Sue me. To put into perspective how much gold I need for this build, I start collecting gold on day 34, and I don't finish the base until like 98. It's honestly sad. Compared to how much gold and copper I need, this is about 0.01% of it. Okay, this does not count as going to the surface, but I realized I was under a desert, so I went almost to the surface to get some sand so I could go blast mining. And blast mining's exactly what I did on day 36, but I still managed to get absolutely nothing. Day 37, checking the progress on my gold. That is not a lot. I also got my first piece of ancient debris. Oh, I forgot to show you guys, I named my pickaxe Foot Picker, because I think I'm funny. Day 38, I started digging out space from my house. On day 39, I rode a strider to the Nether Fortress again. I obtained the blaze rods, some nether warts, but I ended up doing Fortnite strats because I was too scared of dying, so I left. Yeah, you know, food? That's still a problem. On day 40, I finally decided to use the blaze rod I got a while ago. I also mined gravel with a pickaxe because I like making my viewers suffer. Then I used the area I dug out to make a small nether wart farm. At the end of day 40, I spent adventuring the caves for some gold. I spent day 41 visiting my cousins. I spent day 41 collecting some mushrooms. There would be a lot more caving in this video, but instead enjoy a montage of day 42. Oh yeah, found a mine shaft. Kinda forgot that happened. On day 43, I started constructing a railroad all the way to the mine shaft. Come to think of it, most of what I do in these 100 days is building railroads. At least this one's a path, not a railroad. I start constructing a tunnel to a spider spawner so that I have a safe way to get string. Day 46, I start clearing out space around the spider spawner. Day 47, I started constructing walls around the spawner. More spider farm progress on day 48. And we have a fully functional farm by the finish of 49. On day 50, I investigated the efficiency of my spider farm. When I was leaving the spider farm, there was a bunch of intruders on my railroad. On day 51, I went netherite mining. Guess what? I found nothing again. Never mind, I was squinting too hard. Oh look, on day 51, I also looted the bastion. Bastion loot is just so good. Can you tell why I hate bastions? Day 52, I decided to put myself in danger for the sake of getting more gold. Can someone tell me what this useless blue ore is? I still haven't figured out what to use it for. Day 53, I return home from a successful mining trip. Take a look at my precious gold, that's gonna be a house someday. This isn't Manhunt, I gotta stop trying to be cool. I spent the day collecting more blaze rods. Day 54, I went AFK at the spider farm. And then I did some more netherite mining. Day 55, I started replacing some of the walls in my farm room with stone bricks. On day 56, I dug out a 7x7x7 room to grow giant mushrooms in, so that I could use mushroom stew as my main food source. On day 57, I went caving. This is the cave where I tried to find witches most of the time, because I needed a fermented spider eye if I wanted to get villagers. This was also the day I started my production of shrooms. 21 gold blocks so far, that's about 1% of what we need. Day 58, I started burning a bunch of fossil fuels because I don't care about the environment. This is around the time I started grinding out gold because I knew I needed to get 4 stacks of gold blocks if I wanted to finish this base by day 100, and it's already day 58. On day 59, I started filling in a ravine above where I wanted my base to go. A lot of terraforming is going to be done in 200 days because this video is just me collecting a bunch of gold. If I wanted this build to fit in the area that I wanted to build it in, I also needed to terraform the ground below it. At the end of day 59, I was upset by how poor I was, so on day 60, I went mining for gold again. Day 61, I continued to build in the ravine. 75 diamonds. Don't worry, I find a use for them in like 8 days. I was running low on wood, so good thing we have a nether portal. Too bad it takes like 70 years to get back. Here I begin digging to a super secret project. It honestly pains me how there's been a zombie spawner in this cave the entire time. I discovered this cave like 30 days ago, and I'm just now building a zombie farm. Not even a day's gone by and I'm already done with the zombie farm. Can you tell I've built this before? Finally, a way to get XP that isn't nether quartz mining. On day 62, I AFK'd at the zombie farm. I will say it was an utter waste of time, because I ended up having to go back and repair my sword in the middle of it, so I wasted 10 levels doing that. Look at all the XP that was just sitting outside of the farm. 20 levels! I mean, I guess it's not that much since I started with 19, but 20 levels! On day 63, there was an intruder on my land, so I deported him to hell. Day 64, I went out looking for witches and gold. I don't know if I've pointed out this mineshaft in the video yet, because I've been in this cave, but I don't remember talking about it. But yeah, there's a mineshaft there. We only ever use it for gold. I've been editing this video for so long, I really just don't have the motivation. My only motivation right now is knowing that in a few minutes I'm going to be editing day 69.
Washington's crying because he doesn't want to edit anymore. He told me to say, I ended day 64 by taking my anger out on the minorities.
Day 65, I transformed the beetroot farm into a potato farm because I got potatoes from the zombie farm. That's really the only reason why I built it. Well, also for carrots because golden carrots are better, but potatoes work. My brain, 2 seconds after watching TikTok. Oh look, another mineshaft. I definitely didn't use wall hacks to find it. At this point, I was cutting it close for the base. The base needed 4 stacks of gold, and I think at this point I almost had 1 stack. So I needed to start getting to work if I wanted to get that base done. I adventured new caves on day 66, looking for gold, diamonds, anything, even though diamonds are kinda useless. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say nearly a stack? I meant 36! I need 4 stacks, I only have 36 on day 66. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be honest, I spent a lot of the next 33 days just looking for gold and witches, because I needed the sugar if I wanted to get weakness potions and get a villager, and I needed the gold if I wanted to build my house. For the rest of the video, if an entire day is just filled with mining, I'm just gonna say mining and move on. Day 67, I went back to the zombie farm, and I don't remember why I went. Mining. Just kidding. On day 68, I ran around lighting up random caves. What a beautiful day. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. At least I hope so. Kinda can't see or hear that. We're building something very special on day 69, so of course we gotta use the useless diamonds on them. At this point, I don't think I knew what I wanted to use these blocks for, but I thought I might as well use the 1.17 blocks for this build. I wanted to build a statue of the word nice, but I realized it wouldn't fit, and also I just suck at building letters. Just kidding, I did it anyway, I just had to mine a few blocks. And the statue is done. Just kidding, I lied. Brings a tear to the eye. It's so glorious. I better see you bowing down to it. What better day to start moving to the new base? I started transferring everything I thought I'd need to the new base via minecart chests. I spent another day lighting up caves because I missed spots last time and I was still getting attacked by mobs constantly. I only have 30 days left and I still have to build the base, collect 4 stacks of gold blocks, and kill the ender dragon. I have a lot to get done. Yep, still mining. Still mining day 71. There was just an attempt on my life, and I did not appreciate it. In other words, I'm still mining day 72. I got bored of mining for an hour straight, so I went into the nether and started collecting quartz for XP and gold for the base. On day 73, I was trying to get silk touch on a pickaxe, but I don't think I had enough levels, so I went to the zombie farm to get XP. I stayed in the zombie farm for half an hour. Look, day 75 and I'm actually getting work done. Kind of. I realized I only had 47 gold blocks, so I thought I would go mining today. It wasn't interesting or anything, just got a lot of gold. Day 76 and we were back in the zombie farm. After a bit of enchant burning, I finally found silk touch. You know what that means. To the nether I go. I gotta say, this method of getting gold was definitely a lot more efficient. Day 77 and I'm still getting gold in the nether. I arrived back at the end of the day with about 4 stacks of gold ore. I spend the beginning of day 78 getting Grimstone. We're gonna need it for the base. I've been putting myself through a lot of stress on this world recently. It felt good to take it out on the children. I realized that the roof was too low where I wanted to build my base, so I had to dig out a ton from the floor. I think day 78 was the day that I stopped sleeping on the server because I needed to take advantage of as much time as possible to build this base. Oh my god, that line took like 9 tries. Guess what I'm doing on day 79? I'll give you a hint. It's not talking to women. I just wanted to show my mommy how much gold I earned. More mining on day 80. I got bored of mining, so I played target practice with this bat. No COVID for me, boy. I run away from the path one time, and I instantly find a treasure room bastion. Well, at least I got gold from it. Wait, what is this bastion called? I don't think it's treasure room, because treasure room has, like, gold in the bottom middle. I'm not sure what this is, but I got gold from it nonetheless. Some easy netherite, let's go. I thought you could smelt gilded blackstone. Why did no one tell me before I spent half an hour mining and mining and mining? My old anvil broke, so I made a new one. It's not really significant, I'm just trying to fill time. I want to get this to half an hour. You call chunk-based cheating. I call it using my resources. How else was I supposed to get 4 stacks of gold blocks? Killing piglin brutes in Minecraft is one of the most satisfying things to do. Can't leave without the gold. You can't tell me watching this piglin brute die isn't one of the best things you've done in the last week. I got a lot of gold blocks from bastions, but don't forget I was picking up nether gold ore on the way as well. And just like that, we're at another bastion. This is probably the biggest mistake of this entire playthrough. I very easily could have died here. But somehow I managed to stop the lava. Never mind, it's coming through! Crap, I woke up my father. It took all of day 83 and 84 to get back, so now it's day 85 and we're smelting all the gold that we got. It was hard to build on the ceiling without scaffolding, but we eventually got it done. I don't know why I'm standing still here, but it's a good shot of what I've done so far. I guess it's finally time to tell you guys what we're building. We are going to live in a giant golden beehive. It's going to be amazing. Or, it was amazing. I already know what it looks like. Haha, losers! Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more gold. The game audio is gonna be muted for a little bit because I was talking to women. That is genuinely what I was doing. I would turn up the audio, but I would need their permission and, you know, I don't feel like going through the trouble. I was streaming on Discord to the women I was talking to, but they weren't very impressed by my speed bridging. I got my first netherite pickaxe, and I wanted to name it Nether Gonna Give You Up, but I didn't have enough XP for that. The beehive ended up taking more space than I thought it would, so I had to dig up more stone. After I was done digging, I started working on more of the beehive. Day 87, the beehive is looking pretty clean through my spyglass. Another bastion day 87, and I almost died, but I'm good at the game. I really gotta start looting these more carefully. Day 88, and I finally get the sugar I needed to get villagers. We'll get villagers in 200 days, I promise. I ran around mine shafts looking for string. I was gonna go bed mining one more time. I wanted to beat the Ender Dragon by day 95, and to do that, I needed Ender Pearls. Ha, guess what? We're going into the end on day 90. Let's go. I tried to one-cycle the dragon, but I've never done it before, so it didn't work. While trying to get one of the crystals, I fell without a water bucket, so I logged off and logged back on until I was near the bottom to negate the fall damage. If you think that is cheating, I hate you. At this point, I had run out of food, so it was very crucial not to take any more damage. And just like that, on day 91, the Ender Dragon was defeated. I found the perfect place to put the egg. I used the levels I got to repair all of my armor. Then I took a little time to calm my nerves and build more of the beehive. I went back to the end to get some XP and Ender Pearls. I fell in lava day 93, so I used the login spawn immunity to get out. More bastion hunting. Day 94, I returned to smelt the gold I earned. I used netherite ingots we got from the bastions to get our first 2 pieces of netherite armor. I don't know why I zombie farmed for XP when I can go to the end, but that's what I did. Day 95, I went back to get more Grimstone for the base. Grimstone? Oh wait, they renamed it to Deep Slate. I don't know, personally I like Grimstone better, what do you guys think? Another day of base building and it ended up looking like this. I don't remember what enchant I was looking for, but I did some enchant burning. I still needed about a stack of gold, and bastions were the only way I could possibly accomplish that. And not just one, I needed 2 bastions. And just like that, we finally got full netherite using the netherite ingots that we found in the bastion. Armed with 2 stacks of gold blocks, it was finally time to finish the base. All this time, all this effort, And I still don't have enough gold? What? Don't worry, one trip to the nether will save the day. I have a ton of stone from mining, so I put it to use by closing off the entryway to this ravine. As the last few blocks are placed, the base is finally done. I decided I should decorate around it with some weeping vines. Then I lined the pit below the beehive with netherrack and magma blocks. Finally, I dug out the ground and replaced it with miscellaneous nether blocks. The last thing I did was make a room inside the beehive and move all of my belongings inside. And I woke up on day 100, and I had accomplished my proudest moment in Minecraft history. That is probably a lie, but it was still pretty epic. Had to pose in front of the statue one more time, considering it's in the way and probably gonna get destroyed in 200 days. I celebrated 100 days by making a Russian Shaytown flag for my shield, to honor the lands lost on the Unity SMP. And just like that, 100 days is complete. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see 200 days, make sure to hit the like button. It'll probably be out before May. If you want to see more videos, I highly recommend the Unity SMP playlist and the Hunted playlist. They are both very good sets of videos. I definitely recommend. Did I miss any sellout? I don't know. I just totally ruined the value of this video by this dumb outro. Bye, guys.